Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your February the 18th, 2026. Well, as expected, we're having to deal with the clouds out there for this afternoon, but temperatures still very much on the mild side, and they're going to stay that way into the weekend, but we are going to see abruptly colder temperatures, at least briefly, as we get some cold air back in across East Tennessee and North Georgia coming into this weekend. Now, before we get into this full update, if you're new here to the Talking Live Broadcast Channel Facebook page, please give us a follow, and if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates. All right, let's go off and take a live look there in Chattanooga. As expected, mostly cloudy skies this afternoon with temperatures not bad. Again, not by February standards, that's for sure. Going to be a whole lot colder, and they eventually will be. Looking up there at Lake Chattooga as well, looking at cloudy skies here as well. Got a few sprinkles around North Georgia, but nothing really amounting to anything right now. But the bigger rains, that'll be coming in as we go into Friday and Saturday especially. Local radar, not looking too bad across the immediate area, not looking too bad, but the cloudy conditions, that stretches all the way back over to Arkansas. So the clouds will continue to pretty much dominate. There might be a little hints of sunshine for tomorrow with some clouds and some sunshine briefly, but really it's going to be predominantly cloud cover until we get the front to clear as we go into Saturday and Sunday. And then as we go into early next week, we'll have the sunshine really back in earnest, but with that sunshine, colder temperatures. All right, so let's look at your local radar again. Seeing some light returns there across central portions of Tennessee. A lot of it's pretty light, just a few sprinkles and stuff, but temperatures here sitting in the 60s. And we're going to have a few 70s around here going in the next couple of days, but then the colder air, that's going to be moving in eventually as we go through the forecast period. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast model. This is the 12Z North American model here as we kind of go through into tomorrow. Again, we'll have a slight chance for a shower tomorrow. Not going to amount to much there, but really the main rain threat's not going to come in until we get into your going into Friday. So here comes that frontal system starts to come in. You notice the darker greens in here, so it means we're going to get a little bit better, steadier rains here across central Tennessee, coming into northern Alabama, and eventually coming in East Tennessee and North Georgia as we go throughout the day on Friday. So that's the initial round, and then the front's going to kind of get hung up just a little bit. It'll clear for a little while. Then we got another surge of moisture coming back in going into Saturday. So a couple of rounds. You got some rain, a little break, more rain into Saturday. Then eventually this is going to come on through, and by the time we get into Saturday night, things will clear, and the colder air will be arriving as we go into Sunday. And you're definitely going to feel it on Monday and Tuesday mornings as we're going to see temperatures below freezing once again here across the big portion of our area. So let's take a look at the forecast maps. We go through the next 7 days. Watch the little timestamp there. This, of course, provided by our friends at the National Weather Service here as we go into your Thursday. Again, we got a scattered shower threat in the forecast there, and not looking too bad. But we're going to wait for that frontal system to come in as we go in toward your Friday. Now, remember, it's going to kind of get hung up a little bit. So Friday into Saturday, that rain chance is going to linger there a little bit as we wait for another wave to kind of go across. Get some snows off there toward the north. And then as we go to Sunday, we're going to clear on out, but it's going to be breezy and colder. You see all these lines of equal pressure. Those are called isobars. And the difference between the low pressure here and the building high coming in this way is what's giving us all that wind. Now, as we go into your Monday, those winds will still linger a bit. So Monday's still a bit lingering. And then Tuesday, the high pressure will be on top of us. That's when the winds should diminish. So we'll have a bit of a wind chill going into Sunday and Monday that we'll have to deal with the cold air coming back in here. And the fact it's been so warm here for recently, last week or so, plus it's going to feel even colder in your body. You're going to be like, what is this? But winter is definitely coming back in across the area, and that'll kind of linger. And we'll see temperatures begin to modify a little bit as we go toward Wednesday of next week. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast here for tomorrow. Again, a mild day. We're expecting clouds to break for some sunshine, and when that happens, we're going to see the temperature spike. So we're going 77, 59, maybe an isolated shower around, and then overnight lows, everybody's lows here way above normal. These are actually closer to what the normal daytime highs are supposed to be. So cloudy, maybe a few showers around here for tonight. Again, maybe an isolated shower for tomorrow, but south wind at 5 to 15 and temperatures, well into the 70s for many locations. Looking at your regional perspective, the whole southeast, I mean, you start to see some 80s. It's the first time we've seen that here so far this year, but 81 in Jackson and in Columbus, 75 in Memphis, 77 in Columbia. There'll be kind of a mix of clouds all across the southeast, and trying to pinpoint who gets more sunshine and who doesn't. It's kind of hard to do, especially with the pattern we're in right now, but it'll be kind of a hodgepodge here across the southeast. Next 7 days, here we go. Again, got the scattered shower threat on Friday. The rain chances will come up going into Thursday night into Friday, and again Friday night into Saturday. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder there on Saturday, but look at the front clearing, and we're much colder there on Sunday by some 30 degrees compared to what we're going to see on Thursday. So upper 40s and 30s there on Sunday, 45-27 on Monday, 52-25 on Tuesday, and big question marks a bit on the Wednesday forecast. We'll have to watch that one closely as we get into next week. All right, so anyway, that's what we got forecast-wise here. I'm going to be taking the rest of the week off while the wife and I are going to be heading on down to Florida for a brief 4-day little break. Haven't had one since about September when we went on our cruise. So we're just going to take a few days to kind of recharge a little bit. So we'll be back in here on the Talkin Live broadcast channel on Monday, back with your full forecast. But what you got to get ready for this weekend is get ready for some wet weather on Friday and Saturday, and turning much colder going into Sunday and Monday. That forecast looks like it's pretty much set for right now. All right, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Again, if you're new here, make sure you give us a like and follow there on Facebook and on YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates. All right, you guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great and safe rest of your week. Bye-bye.